So while the Supreme Court has not made a ruling in this case, it indicated Tuesday it would uphold a federal law that bans people with protective orders against them from owning a gun. And hours of arguments say that law falls within the nation's historical tradition of limiting Second Amendment rights when someone could pose a danger to society. But now questions are being raised about what qualifies as historical tradition and if there will be any repercussions for state gun laws like Washington's red flag law.
For roughly 7 years, Washington state has had a law in place to temporarily stop someone from having a gun if there are risks to themselves or others. In 2016, voters approved an extreme protection risk order, better known as a red flag law.
This can be a polarizing issue, but there's no way that you can get 70% of voters statewide to say, yes, we should do this without responsible gun owners also supporting it.
Washington is one of 21 states with this type of law on the books, but the future of the law could be impacted if the Supreme Court overturns a 1994 federal law to ensure domestic violence victims are protected from their abusers. King County prosecutors say red flag laws are used in their courtrooms routinely.
It happens every week that people from law enforcement and prosecutors work together to prevent tragedies.
The way it works is a family member or law enforcement officer can petition a judge for an extreme risk protection order for someone they think is in crisis and could be a threat. A judge has the ultimate say if that person's firearms are taken away and for how long. An example is in December of last year. An 18-year-old was charged with threatening to bring guns to Sammamish High School. 2 weeks before that threat, a King County judge ordered him to turn over his guns after a doctor notified police he had thoughts of committing a school shooting. Data from the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office shows roughly 70 to 80 petitions are filed each year, and an estimated 200 guns recovered every year through that law.
There are cases that are happening right now as we speak, and I think because people don't hear about them, it shows exactly how the system is working well to get that information before a judge so people remain safe.
And as for the Supreme Court ruling, that's not expected until July. That's certainly something we'll be keeping our eye on.